Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to PrizePicks, and today I got the NFL wildcard player props for you for Sunday, January 11th. I got 3 props for you guys today, covering the 3 different games. First game up here we're going to be targeting is the Bills and the Jaguars game. Before we get into it, I'm going to recap a little bit of the props from yesterday's action. It was pretty sloppy. I mean, at the time of recording, I still have DeAndre Swift currently going on. But, Rico Dowdle, that was one of my favorite props in the day. And it was obviously a situation where he wasn't getting a majority of the carries. It was obviously going to be Chuba Hubbard all game. So, yeah, I think Chuba Hubbard finished with like 12 carries or something like that. And Rico Dowdle only got like 5 carries in this game. Don't understand the volume share between those two backs. Very frustrating. I don't know if that's a sign that Rico Dowdle is probably not going to be a Panther next year. But that was not what I was expecting to happen at all. It was a great game script as well. It wasn't like too much of a blowout. The Panthers were in this game pretty much majority of the way. But they were throwing the ball a lot as well. So it wasn't the best game script. So we'll see how DeAndre Swift plays out. He's currently doing all right now. He's on pace. So we'll see if that ends up cashing. But again, we're looking to go flawless here for the NFL. That seems to be a little bit of a trouble spot here for us here on the channel. Man, let's see if we can come through here today on this Sunday. So I got 3 props. Let's go ahead and jump into the first one. Like I said, from the Bills and the Jaguars game, we're taking the man. It's going to be Josh Allen over 20.5 fantasy points. Got him projected at 22.5. So, yeah, this is a spot here. We got the Bills and the Jaguars. It's a 1.5 point spread in favor of the Jaguars. 51.5 point total. This is probably going to be the best game of the wildcard round, in my opinion. I think both of these offenses can have the potential to put up big-time points here. So I expect this to be a game where we could see both teams getting in the 30s in points here. Could have overtime. I just kind of feels like it has that kind of vibe to it. So Josh Allen, I feel like this is his best chance that he's going to have to win a Super Bowl this year. It just really feels like this year's NFL is really wide open. There's not really a clear, favorite in my opinion that's just going to win the Super Bowl. So I think this is a chance for Josh Allen can go win his first Super Bowl. I think he has the best chance here this year. And if he does, he's got to get started here in Jacksonville today. I think 20.5 fantasy score is a pretty solid number here. I mean, this is a guy, Josh Allen, that can do everything on the football field. He can run the ball if he wants to. He can throw it. And I like his fantasy score here just because I think if the Bills do get in those short yardage situations, especially in the goal line, they tend to quarterback sneak in a majority of the time. So, yes, I know they do have James Cook as well, who could also explode at any time, but I do think this is going to be a high-scoring game. But if you guys want a different angle, you could take his passing yards over. I think it's at 231.5. I believe I had him going over like 235, around that. So it wasn't like the strongest projection in my opinion. But I did a projection. My projections lean him to go over his passing yards. I think his rushing yards as well slightly leans over. But I think his touchdown upside is also going to be there in this game. So that's why I'm taking his fantasy score here. I think it's a great spot here. Should be great scoring environment. And in my opinion, it's probably the best game here of the wild card round. Jumping to pick number 2, we're going to be taking Jalen Hurts over 206.5 passing yards. I got my 244.2. So, yes, I have been probably the biggest Jalen Hurts hater so far, like in his career. I really don't think he's that good of a quarterback. I think he's overrated, and I think that the media is finally starting to come around to that. So I think everybody's starting to talk about it. He's got a lot of heat on him now. Hurts probably is feeling that pressure of, the outside noise saying that he's really not that good of a passer. So I'm going to take us over in this game, because I just really like the matchup here. The Eagles are at home. They're playing the 49ers. They are favored by 6. It's a 44.5 point total. So I am a little cautious, though. This is probably my least favorite on the day just because of the weather situation. There could be some nasty weather for this Philly game, like rain, snow. So it's one of those. It's kind of a risk, but I still think that this is a spot here. 206.5 passing yards isn't a lot to ask for in this kind of game. Because this 49ers offense is going to score, in my opinion. They're going to be able to score. So I think the Eagles are going to have to score right with them. So it's going to be an interesting kind of game. I don't exactly know. It could go one or two ways. It could be a pretty low-scoring type of game, or it's going to be a high-scoring game. So I'm taking Hurts over 206.5 passing yards. I think Hurts is going to have to throw the ball a little bit more. I think A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith is going to be able to make some plays over the middle, on some drag routes, slant routes. I think they're going to have success in those departments. Again, Barkley out of the backfield. Maybe he gets some screen passes, to open up the run game a little bit more. So I think 206 is a reasonable number here. My projection has him go pretty solidly over here. So I am taking Hurts over 206.5 passing yards. So while I have been a hater of Jalen Hurts, we're going to take him today on his over. Jumping into the last pick before I get there, real quick, drop a like on this video. You guys have been killing these videos recently, especially the NBA videos. I know we haven't been doing too good on the NFL picks, but hey, it's one day we can turn those wrongs right around. So keep on smashing that like button. It only takes a second to do. It helps get these videos out to more people that need free picks. So it only takes a second to do. I really do appreciate all of you guys' support. So we're going to be targeting the last game up here. It's the Chargers and the Patriots. Should be a really good game as well. So we're taking another quarterback, Drake May, over 272.5 passing plus rushing yards. Got him at 280.4. So this is arguably, the MVP candidate front runner of the league. It's really going to be between him and Matthew Stafford. We saw what Matthew Stafford did in that game yesterday against the Panthers. He had a slow start to that second half, but when the team needed him to step the most, Stafford did. He led his team to a comeback victory in the final minutes. So that's MVP stuff. So I think Drake May's got to be going out there thinking if he wants any chance to win an MVP, he's got to put up a similar performance to what Stafford just did. Now, I understand this Chargers defense is a little bit better than the Panthers defense, so it's going to be a little bit of a tougher matchup. But that's why I'm taking a combined stat here. I do think the Chargers have a pretty good pass rush. I think Drake May's probably going to have to use his legs a couple big runs in this game to, get some first downs and stuff like that. So taking the combined stat here, I think it's pretty solid here on the value. It's not the strongest projection-wise, but I still think in this kind of environment, they're at home, which I really do like here. The Patriots being at home here, I think it's way more comfortable for Drake May. So I'm taking Drake May over his passing plus rushing yards here. He's been the MVP, really like front runner, really most of the season. I think he's probably, the leading candidate, but after what Stafford just did in that playoff game yesterday, I would probably lean Stafford at the time. So, Drake May's going to have to match Stafford in this game, and if he does, he should go over this line pretty easily. And it should be a pretty competitive game as well, because I do think Herbert's got some big plays up his sleeve. So this also has the potential to be a pretty, higher scoring type of game. So we'll see how this play out. But I'm taking 3 quarterbacks here on the slate today. We took 2 running backs yesterday. Quarterbacks are usually easier to predict. We're sticking up quarterbacks all day today. We're going to see how it plays out. So that's 3 props I got for you guys for the NFL here for the Wild Card Sunday action. So if you guys enjoyed it, once again, smash a like on this video. I won't be having an NBA video out. I usually don't when we have NFL going on Sunday. But I will be dropping those NBA props in the Discord, so stay tuned for that if you guys want the NBA props for today. So, get in the free Discord. Link down in the description. Click it. Get in there. Also, get the free projection sheet if you guys just want to look at that. Lock in your plays that way. It's also very smart to do. So, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.